So I've just been for my first B12 injection. We thought that we were going to drive up to the back door of the doctor's surgery and that the nurse was just going to come and stick it in my arm through the car window. But when we got to the doctor's surgery, we'd had a text message asking me to come round to the front. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that, as it's pretty much the first time I've really been out of the house and interacted with non-family members since lockdown started, which was about 12 weeks ago. So I went round to the front door of the doctor's surgery. It was pouring with rain, but luckily there's kind of an undercover kind of overhang bit outside of their front door. Waited there for a couple of minutes, and then the nurse came to the front door of the doctor's surgery and called me in. They had a table set up just inside the door with hand sanitizer and things on it, and she asked me to sanitize my hands, asked me if I was feeling generally well and everything, and then she took me through into the nurse's room, and then there were two nurses in the nurse's room. They asked me a few questions like my date of birth, etc., and then they stuck the needle in my arm. So the actual needle didn't hurt going into my arm, but then when she pressed the plunger down into the syringe, it felt like she was almost like pressing really hard with her thumb on my skin. So I didn't actually realise that she'd done the injection. I thought that she was pressing on my skin to kind of find like a good place in the muscle to actually do the injection, and then she was like, all done, and she'd turned around. So the pressure that I thought was her thumb pushing on my muscle was actually the B12 injection going into the muscle. Didn't hurt at all after that, and I put my jacket back on and went back out to the car, but upon trying to take my jacket off when I got home, I've realised that it really hurts to try and lift my arm, so we'll see how long that lasts for. But there we go. So now I'm not due for another B12 injection for another 3 months, which takes us to the beginning of September. So I'll let you know how that goes.